to Wednesday Barre. Today is going to be all about the arms and the abs. So we're going to be using 2 dumbbells or handheld weights. I recommend using in between 1 to maybe 5 pounds. I'm using 3 pounds today, and that's about average. And then we'll be using 1 yoga block, a yoga mat, of course, and then a chair or a prop that you can use as your bar prop. So make sure that if you are using a chair, it's at least hip height or higher. So this will help a bit more with balance. And then once you have all your props, grab some water and let's go. So we're going to start today seated on the mat. Keep a bend in the knees and feet parallel. Reach the arms out forward. Awesome. Begin to tilt the torso back, squeeze the core, and only go as far back as you start to feel the engagement. Once you feel that here, lift up. Straighten into that low back, and then press back. Just drawing the shoulder blades together, lengthen them backwards, and lift. So really nice and controlled. Try to keep the pressure even underneath the feet. Pressing into the mat to lift. If this is not really giving you a lot of sensation and you would like to take it further, perhaps you can try straightening into one leg. Or perhaps you straighten into both. Keep those feet flexed. So whatever feels best for you, play around here. Don't let your mind draw your limits. Allow the body to draw the limits. So if you can go a little further, explore. Play around, it's all fun and games, it's all good. And lift, awesome, we're almost there. Keep moving, stay with the breath. Alrighty, here we go. Last 5. Reach those shoulders back, squeeze forward. For 4. And 3. You got it. Here we go. Last 2. Last 1. Awesome work. Woo, so good. Awesome. Come back to center. If the legs are straight, rebend into those knees. Bring the soles of the feet together. Allow the knees to fall out to either side. So we're in a bound angle pose. Little pulses here, knees moving up and down just an inch. Again, mindful of the lower back. Notice if you're rounding into it. If so, try to sit up straight. Try to tilt the pelvic floor forward. So that way you have a long line in that lower back. And just know that if the knees aren't as close to the floor as mine, that's perfectly fine. That's exactly why we're doing this, to help open up those hips, elongate the lower back, and really build a healthy spine, as well as tone up the core. So a lot happening right now. In a moment here to just focus on the breath as we stretch out the hips. Awesome. One more full breath here. Breathe in. And breathe out, nice and slow. All right, so moving right along, tilt the torso back upright, draw the knees in towards midline. We'll extend the right leg on the mat, flex the right foot. Squeeze the left knee in, maybe that foot lifts off the mat, if not, that's okay. So squeezing the left knee as close as you can get it towards your chest. Stretch out that lower back and the hip. One breath here. Awesome, switch it out, other side, left leg extends, flex the foot. Squeeze the right knee in towards the chest, sit up nice and tall. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze that leg towards the chest. Really strong posture. A full deep breath here. Alrighty, awesome work. Now extending both legs on the mat, reach the palms out and up. Elongating the spine, wiggle the fingertips. And then exhale, forward folds. Be gentle here. Our hamstrings might be pretty tight since this is our first hamstring stretch. So that's the back of the legs. If you need to bend into the knees, feel free. Honor your body here and fold it forward. We'll take 3 deep breaths here, resetting the mind, grounding into the present moment, ready to begin our workout. Reaching up and out of the hips, heart moving towards the knees or the ankles. One more full breath. Deepen into the exhale, release, let go. Allowing tension to fall away, beginning our practice with an open, even, effortless state of being. Awesome work. Round up the spine. Bend into the knees and we'll come onto the back body. Now moving into our core sequence here. Now that that spine is warmed up, the hips are ready to go. So we're going to start on the back body. Knees bent, feet parallel. Arms alongside body, palms face down. Begin to lift the hips up for a dynamic bridge flow. Inhale up. Squeeze the glutes at the top. And when you're ready to exhale, roll down the spine. Inhale to lift. And exhale, roll it down. Toning up the glutes and hips, as well as activating that core here. So realigning the spine, press the hips up. And exhale, massage it out. One vertebra at a time releases onto the mat. Following your breath pace, as you inhale, hips lift. Exhale, roll it down. You've got it. Stay with it a few more rounds. Here we go, last 2. Take your time. And on your last one, keep the hips up in bridge pose. So hips are reaching towards the ceiling, hold here. We're gonna work in some hip pulsing, some hip dips. So the right hip lifts up. Come back to center, left hip reaches up, alternating side to side. So we're really isolating around the hips and the glutes. Super good for building a toned lower body. Keep those hips nice and high. You've got it. Now speed it up. Left, right, left, right, left, right, side to side. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. You can do it. 2, 1. Awesome. Hold, hold, hold. Press those hips up. Deep breath in. Squeeze the knees together. And exhale, round it down. Take your time. Awesome. Tuck the knees to chest. Rock it out. Releasing tension around the low back. Alrighty, plant the left foot down on the mat. Extend the right leg up, flex the foot. So we're pressing through the heel. Option to take the palms out overhead here. I'm going to scooch down a bit so you can see that demonstrated. So arms reach out overhead, right leg up. Alrighty, reach the right heel out and down. And then as the right leg lifts back up, reach the palms to that leg. Extend, palms overhead, right leg on the mat, and lift. Crunch, fingertips towards the shin, and extend. Again, if your shoulders feel really tight, maybe you just open the arms into cactus, and you'll be here. So depending on the flexibility of the upper back, modify for your body. Keep it moving, deep in the breath. Try to keep the lower back, the spine as stable as possible, pressing into the mat with the left foot. Awesome, keep it moving, focused on the breath. We actually lose more weight through the exhale than we do through sweat. So really deepening into the exhale, releasing toxins from the body. Here we go for last 5, 4, 3, 2, last 1. Hold that right leg up towards the ceiling, fingertips reaching towards that toe. If the arms are out in cactus, go ahead and lift them up. Interlace fingers, pointer and thumb connected. So you've got a little Charlie's Angel hand posture going on here. So we'll reach the index fingers towards the right toes. Peel the shoulder blades up and release down. So little crunches here, engage the core to lift the torso. Last 2. Last 1, hold at the top. Take the fingertips, the pointer fingers out to the right side of the right leg, and then crunch here, left shoulder moving towards the right knee. So working into those obliques, reach the left shoulder up. If this is too much, you can relax that right leg down. Keep it moving with the core. down, arms out overhead. Extend the right leg on the mat. Deep breaths here. Option to turn the left knee out to the left side to give that leg a little break from all the stabilization. All right, time to party. Next side, here we go. Bend into the right knee, plant the right foot on the mat. Draw the left knee in towards midline if it was in an external rotation, and then we'll stretch out the left foot. Flex the left foot. Arms are either resting in cactus for a gentler upper back stretch, or reaching the palms out overhead. Extend the left leg up towards the ceiling. Palms come towards the shin. And extend, full body stretch on the left side. And lift, squeeze the core, and extend. Again, trying to keep the spine as stable, hips nice and still. Grounding down through the right sole of the foot. Focus on the breath, deep in the exhale. You can do this. Stay with it. All right, last 3. 2. Last 1, keep the left heel up towards the ceiling. Now interlacing all fingers except for the pointer, the index finger, and the thumbs. Reach those fingers up towards the left toes. And then we'll peel the shoulder blades up, crunch, and lengthen down. Again, all the work coming from the front body, from the lower belly. Squeeze up, release down. Last 3. 2. Last 1, hold at the top. You can do this for 3, 2, 1. Awesome, relax down. Now taking the fingertips to the outside of the left leg and release down. Right shoulder moving towards the left knee. Again, option to bend into the left leg for a little more support. Last 5, here we go. For 4, 3, 2, last 1, hold to the side, hold here. For 3, 2, 1, round it down. Bend into the left knee, arms alongside body, palms face up, and extend the legs. Take a couple deep breaths here, relaxing tension around the shoulder blades, the neck, the upper back. And after your next exhale, now bending back into both knees. Soles of the feet together, allow the knees to fall out to either side in bound angle. Reach the palms up towards the ceiling, and then we'll take the right palm, reach it forward, curl up. Come back to center, left palm reaches forward. And relax the shoulder blades back down, fingertips reach up, alternate. Right arm forward, little crunch. We're now working the upper core by the rib cage here. Our last core sequence, so try to stay with it. Reaching and releasing. If you'd like more from this, maybe you reach with both arms. Just know you won't have that stabilization to keep the shoulders relaxed if you are alternating side to side. So up to you. Breathe it out. Alrighty, last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome, reach the palms out overhead. Deep breath here, so good. Maybe rocking the head side to side to release any tension from around the neck. Relax the arms alongside body, draw the knees in towards midline. Roll off to a side and we will meet standing. So when you're ready to go, we will meet standing with our handheld weights. And then now's a good time to grab a drink of water if you would like, or do any stretches, maybe rolling out the neck side to side. Whatever feels good for you, we do have a couple minutes for organic movement. Or a drink of water, whatever you need here. Alrighty, so when you're ready to go, we'll start with those weights in hand. We're going to make sure those feet are parallel, about hip width distance apart. Bend into the elbows, palms face each other. Extend the right arm out, squeeze that elbow back. Right side only, press out, squeeze the elbow back. Make sure that this right elbow does not lock out as it comes forward, so you always have a slight bend to protect the elbow joint. So from the side, that elbow will look like this, not fully straight. Pull it back, reach forward, and back. Make sure to engage the core, relax shoulders. Last 3, 2, last 1. Awesome, relax that elbow alongside body, left side now. Left arm reaches out, keep a bend in the elbow, squeeze it back. Check in with the core, nice and strong, shoulders relaxing, back and down. Again, check in with the breath. Awesome work, almost there. Keep moving, you can do it. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Keep both elbows squeezed in. Keep the elbows bent. Bend into the knees, sink the hips low. Elbows now lift out to the sides. Squeeze them both in. So we keep a slight bend in that lower body to make sure the core is activated. Sink those hips a little lower. Last 4, 3, 2. Last 1, hold those elbows up. 1, hold the elbows up, flip the palms on top. Little pulses here. Breathe it out. Sink into those hips. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Tuck those elbows in. Release the weights down. And we are done with those weights for now. Reach the palms out and up. Awesome. Release the palms out and down. Now keep the left arm at the side. Right arm reaches forward, up and around. Right arm only, back stroke. Releasing any tension from the shoulder and neck while toning up the whole right arm. Improving range of motion. Super healthy here. So try to stay with it. Deepen the breath. Inhale, arm up. Exhale, arm back and around. Awesome. Release that right arm alongside that body, and left arm reaches forward, back and around. Connecting with the breath, inhale, exhale. Last 2. Last 1. Awesome. Shake those arms out. And then we're going to meet at our bar prop here. I'm going to scooch mine onto the mat for the sake of demonstrating. And then once we have our bar prop all set up, we're going to take one weight in the left hand. Right hand is on our chair for support. Step out, second position. So heels are in, toes are turned out. And we'll take a slight bend in those knees to make sure this is nice and comfortable. So knees are moving out the direction of the big toe. And then just make any adjustments here, getting set up. And once you feel good about your second position stance, we'll bend deep into those knees. Tuck the pelvic floor forward. And then we'll take this weight out into a cactus arm. If this is too much for the arm, you can keep the elbow tucked in towards the side, and the weight will just be lifted out to the left side there. So either here for a gentler version, you can always put the weight down and just have your hand on the hip, or full version of this workout will be to have this arm in cactus. So bend those knees nice and low. Tuck the pelvic floor and release. Pelvic tucks and release. Squeeze those glutes and take it back. your hips start to hurt at all, just adjust the stance. You might have to bring those heels in a little closer. So toning up the core, inner thighs, glutes, and this left arm. Keep it moving, you can do it. Deepen the breath. Woo! Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep those hips pressed forward. Little pulses up and down for 3, 2, 1. Straight legs, release the weight down. Round out the left shoulder. Alrighty, here we go. So now, plie, bend those knees. Left arm reaches forward and up. Straight legs, arm down. Inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, up. Last one. Awesome, and straight. Now turn those feet in parallel and take them about hip width distance. So once the feet are in position, we'll bend into the left elbow, reach it up, cactus arm, and then little pulses left side. Option to bend into the right knee, flex the foot. Four, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Step it down, round out the left shoulder, and we'll take the weight off to the side for now. We'll take the feet into a first position stance, so heels touching, toes again turned out. Reach the left arm up and over, side body stretch towards the bar prop, your chair. And squeeze the core back to center. Inhale here. And exhale over to the side. Inhale back to center. Last 2. And last 1. Hold in the side body stretch. A deep breath here. And release back to center. A little break here before we move on to our opposite side. So maybe grab some water, round out those shoulders, maybe neck stretches. Whatever feels good. A couple minutes for organic movement. Whatever your body's asking for, honor that. And then once you're ready to go, we're going to take this on the other side. I'm just going to flip my little prop around. That way I can be facing you guys the whole time. Then we'll take our weight into the right hand. So first, these feet step out to a second position stance. Heels turned in and toes turned out. Bend into those knees and make any adjustments so that this is comfortable. Knees are moving directly out towards the toes. And then once you have your second position all set up, we'll take either the weight out to the side with the elbow tucked in. This would be the easiest version. Or of course you can put the weight down and have the hand on the hip. Or if you want to take the full version, cactus arm. Bend into those knees, low plie, tuck the pelvic floor, and release it back. Pull the glutes forward and tuck back. Trying to keep the right arm, the right elbow, in line with the shoulder. Try to keep those hips nice and low. You can do this. For 3, 2, and 1. Keep those hips forward, little pulses up and down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Straight legs, round out that right shoulder. Awesome work today. You are doing it. You're awesome. Good work. Stay with it. Deep in the breath. Alrighty. So now moving into our plies. So readjust the stance in whatever way feels best. I like to shorten my stance a little bit, just for a bit more grounding through the heels, but totally up to you. Notice what your body wants. And once you're ready to go, we'll bend deep into those knees. Reach the right palm down and lift. Right palm lowers down as the legs straighten. Inhale, plie, right arm up. Exhale, straighten into the legs, relax the right arm. Inhale, hips low. Exhale, legs straight, arm down. Last 3. You can do it. Woo, for 2. Last 1. So good. Round out that shoulder, step in, feet parallel. Alrighty, lift the right arm out to cactus. Know you can do this whole sequence without a weight. So listen to your body, notice what you need. Then we'll sink into those hips nice and low. Right arm pulses up. Sink into those hips a little lower. 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax that arm down. Round it out. Deep in the breath. And then again, if you need a little break here, grab some water, stretch it out. All right. when you're ready to go, we'll release the weight off to the side. Bring the feet into first position, heels together, toes turned out. And we'll reach the right arm up and over, side body stretch. Breathe here. And as you exhale, draw back up. Inhale over and reach. Exhale, engage the core to lift. And exhale over. Connecting with the breath, notice what feels better. If you inhale and reach, or if you exhale and reach, just make sure that the work is coming from the core. Last 3. 2. And last 1. Hold in the side body stretch. 1 full breath here. And exhale back to center. Release that arm. Round out the shoulder. Shake it out a bit. Alrighty, now going into our final bar prop flow. So we're actually going to be facing the chair or your bar prop. And we'll bring both hands onto our prop. Make sure the feet are parallel here, about hip width distance apart. Sink the hips back and down as if you're about to sit in a chair, so chair squat. And then we'll tuck the right knee to chest, release down. Tuck the left knee, squeeze the core, and release that foot down. Sink into those hips a little lower. Slow and controlled here. Last 4 each side. 2. Last set. Awesome. Straighten into the legs. Press the hips forward. Reach the heart up. And exhale back to center. So I realized I actually forgot one of the arm flows on the right side, so let's do that real quick, and then we'll go into our final sequence here. You're probably like, oh my gosh, I thought we were gonna skip it. Oh, I almost got away. So we're gonna keep this right arm in cactus, left hand at the bar, and then we're gonna take the left knee up. Yep, here we go. We forgot about this one. Awesome, reach that right arm up. And then bend that elbow, hold here so the arm is nice and activated once again. Take this knee down and lift. You can hold this leg here and pulse that arm if that feels best. Or you can take that a step further and keep moving this left foot down and tap it up. Whatever feels best for you. Final pump for this right arm. Final core activation. Keep it moving for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome work. All right, now we're done with that arm. We can run that out once again. Both arms at the bar here. Then we're going to lift the right leg up and back. Tuck the knee forward towards the nose and reach it back. Point those right toes, long lines. Last one. Tuck the knee to nose, reach it back. Awesome, right foot down. Left leg up and back. Point the left toes, crunch towards the chest, and reach, extend back. Last two. Reach back. Last one. Take it all the way through. Both feet down, step the feet away from the bar so arms are fully extended. Breathe it out here in an upper back, arm and hamstring stretch. Now option to release one hand from the chair or bar prop, or both. Breathing in a forward fold. Increasing digestion, circulation to the heart and brain, improving energy and focus. Let's take 2 more full breaths here. With your next exhale, bend deep into those knees, bend into them as much as you can. Engage the core, take your time rolling up, really, really slow. Use the core, nice and easy, take your time. And once you're upright, we'll shake out those arms. Remove our bar prop off to the side. We are all done with this cookie. Then we're gonna go right into our cool down. So we're gonna come onto our hands and knees here. And then we'll take our block on its lowest setting so it will look like this on your mat. And then we're gonna frame the block with our hands. So if you can, try to make an L shape with the palm. And it's going to look like this on the mat. So the block is right in that little L notch that your hand makes. Awesome. So now that you're nice and set up here, knees under hips, peek between the knees, make sure you can't see your toes here, ensuring that the lower body is in alignment. Bend the elbows towards the knees, take the forehead to the block, and lift. You can make any adjustments to make this more comfortable here. We're going to take this really, really slow. So as you exhale, forehead to block, try to draw those elbows down to the floor, and then lift back up. Building the muscles that help support the wrists and elbows. If there's any pain here, you can always widen the stance with the palms. You can turn the palms different ways to see what feels best, but do try to keep those wrists as straight as possible. Last two. And last one. Awesome. Come back to tabletop. And we'll remove that block off to the side. Press the hips forward and down, heart forward. So back is upright. And then we'll come down onto the elbows. So we're in a yoga sphinx pose. Wiggle those legs together. So inner thighs are touching, elbows right under shoulders, hold here. Press the shoulders away from the ears. And now releasing the chest down. Bring the palms right underneath where the shoulders are. And we'll press up, hips to heels, a child's pose, stretch out the upper back. We'll take a deep breath here, big toes together. Option to take the knees out to either side, which creates a little more room for the torso and the belly. It might also help release some pressure off the lower back to take the knees out either side. Up to you though, notice what feels best for your body. And breathe here. Now beginning to shift the weight back forward, coming into tabletop. Take the hips off to a side, nice and gentle here, and we'll come all the way onto the lower, or onto the back body. Make sure you have your block nearby. Both knees are bent, feet parallel, arms alongside body. Begin to press the hips up just like we did in the beginning into a bridge pose, and then we'll take our block on this setting so it will look like this underneath the back body. So it's on the second setting here, and then we'll slide it horizontally underneath the sacrum, right where the lower back meets the tops of the glutes. So once you have this set up here, relax the arms, and then maybe you can play around with straightening into one leg, maybe both. Just allowing the psoas muscle, the front of the hips, to release and let go. And if you have one leg bent, go ahead and switch to the other side now. bending into both knees, feet parallel and planted on the mat. Lift the hips up, remove the block, and then we'll interlace fingers behind the low back. Squeeze the arms towards the mat, wiggle the shoulder blades underneath, stretching out the core and the arms, press the hips up, keep the knuckles on the mat. And release the grip of the palms, relax the hips down, tuck the knees to chest and rock it out side to side. Now opening the arms out to a cactus position, allow the knees to fall over onto the left side. Pausing here for a gentle twist, option to straighten into the legs, option to look out over the right shoulder. Now if the legs are straight, rebending the knees. Draw the head and knees back through center, other side. So now knees are off to the right. Option to straighten into the legs if that feels okay. Then option to look out over the left shoulder for 3 deep breaths on this side. Now drawing the knees back up through center, rock it out a little more along the lower back. And then when you're ready, we will rock onto a side and press up. Using the strength of your arms, we'll come to seated. Thank you so much for joining me on the mat today. I hope you enjoyed this arm and core-centered workout today. Have a beautiful Wednesday. Thanks so much for being here, and thank you for all your support. Have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.